What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the second installment of our Buy Low, Sell High series. In this video, I'm going to outline a few players I think you can buy low on, and some players that are overperforming that you can look to move at their current value. Before we start this video, let's hop over to our player of the day. In this segment, I will give you a random stat that's associated with the player, and in the comment section below, it is your job to figure out who that player is. The random stat today is, can you name the last player to win the Calder Trophy, the Hart Trophy, and a Stanley Cup? Leave your answers in the comment section below. The first buy low player is Rasmus Dahlin of the Buffalo Sabres. Dahlin is off to a slow start this season, recording only 1 assist in his first 8 games. This is Dahlin's first season as a 20-year-old and is at the beginning of his prime. If anyone has watched any of the Buffalo games this season, Dahlin is getting the chances, but the bounces just aren't there right now. Another bright spot is that Dahlin is shooting the puck more than his career average. In his first 8 games, he has 3.1 shots per game and just over 5 shot attempts per game. In his first 2 seasons, Dahlin averaged just 1.9 shots per game and 3.7 shot attempts per game. Although Dahlin isn't known for his goal-scoring ability, he's kind of known as a puck-moving defenseman. His shot production is just another added bonus. Right now, he's averaging 0.12 points per game, and going into this season, his career average is 0.6 points per game, so we should expect his numbers to increase as the season progresses. Dahlin is still quarterbacking the top power play unit and should continue to for the rest of the season. Buffalo currently ranks 5th for power play goals so far this season, so we should see an upward trend in Dahlin's success on the power play. Mika Zibanejad is the next buy low player on our list. If you drafted Zib in the 2nd or 3rd round, don't panic. He was due for a regression year this year from his outrageous 60-goal pace last season, but the regression isn't anywhere close to what we're seeing right now. Zib ended last year with a 19.7% shooting percentage, which is 5% higher than his total in 2017 and 2018. This season, Zib has just scored 1 goal and 1 assist in his first 7 games, which is surprising given his success the last 2 seasons. In 2018, he had a very quiet 30-goal, 74-point season, and topped it off last year with a 41-goal and 75-point performance in 57 games. Now, I'm going to get into why I think Zib's production is only going to trend up moving forward. He's still shooting the puck at a high rate, averaging almost 4 shots per game and just below 6 shot attempts per game. His shooting percentage is down to 4.3%, and at some point this season, that number is going to increase. Once the Rangers get hot, Zib's going to be all over the score sheet. The Rangers' power play is another big reason to Zib's success last season. They ranked 4th as a team for goals on the man advantage, scoring a goal every 7 minutes on the power play. This season, the Rangers have scored only 4 goals in 47 minutes, well below what we saw last year. If their power play can get back on track and reach close to the production we saw last season, Zib could provide huge value for fantasy owners. The final buy low player is Roman Josi of the Nashville Predators. Last year's Norris winning defenseman is off to a cold start in the 2020 season. He has just 1 goal and 1 assist in his first 7 games, and Nashville as a whole hasn't been playing the best hockey. In the 2019 season, Josi had 16 goals, 65 points, 23 power play points, and added an outstanding 260 shots and 108 blocks. He was a beast in every category and played an integral part in the success of everyone's fantasy team who owned him last year. Although Nashville is off to a slow start, Josi is still playing at an elite level. He's averaging 4.14 shots per game and 6.6 shot attempts per game, which is very similar to what we saw out of him last year. Josi is still playing 25 minutes per night and has a 75% share of power play time on the back end. Since 2014, Josi averages 0.8 points per game, and we should see him get close to that production this season. Josi is going to break out of his slump very soon, and fantasy owners who held on to him or traded for him are going to be very happy. The first sell high candidate for this video is Anze Kopitar of the LA Kings. Kopitar is off to a really good start this season, recording 1 goal and 11 assists in his first 8 games. Now don't get me wrong, Kopitar is an elite player and he plays so many minutes, which all of you know that I love. But I do think Kopitar's current production is going to be difficult for him to sustain, and I'm going to outline a few reasons why. The first reason is that the Kings are in an extremely tough defensive division, with teams like Minnesota, St. Louis, Vegas, Colorado, and Arizona, who were all above average defensive teams. Another important variable to consider with Kopitar is that 7 out of his 11 assists have come on the power play, which is half of his total power play assists last season in 70 games. LA has benefited from a very high amount of power play opportunity. For teams with a maximum of 8 games played, LA ranks second in the league for power play minutes. Now, it's hard to predict if they'll continue to see plenty of power play time, but based on the numbers over the last 2 seasons, LA ranks 21st in the league with time on the man advantage. Based on that, we can definitely expect to see a regression in this moving forward. The final sell-high candidate is Joe Pavelski of the Dallas Stars. Pavelski has been on a tear to begin the delayed 2020 season. In his first 4 games, he has 4 goals and 9 points, including 7 power play points. Pavelski has seen an increase in minutes, up to 20 from 17 the year prior. He struggled in his first year with Dallas, scoring just 14 goals and 31 points in 67 games. Similar to Kopitar, Pavelski's power play production has been astronomical, and we can expect to see his production regress as the season continues. Dallas has scored 10 goals in just 28 minutes on the man advantage, meaning they're scoring a goal every 2.8 minutes on the power play. Dallas's power play success may be an anomaly, and as the numbers show, it probably is. In 2018 and 2019, Dallas scored a power play goal every 8 minutes, which is around league average. Once the power play success comes back down to earth, expect Pavelski's production to decrease. The final note on Joe is that his shooting percentage is at 40% right now, much higher than his career average of 12.5%. As the sample size increases, expect his shooting percentage to drop back down to his career numbers. We would like to send out a big thank you to everyone who is supporting us on our Patreon. We are coming out with some awesome exclusive content that we're very excited about. If you want to support us as content creators and gain access to our Patreon exclusive tools, check out the link in the description. That'll do it for our second buy low, sell high video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you haven't already, click the link in our description and join our Discord. The Fantasy Puck community is growing, and we want all of you to be a part of it. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.